The company Premier FX collapsed a year ago. Shocked customers claim they've been abandoned by investigators. Businesswoman Pauline Creasy lost nearly £500,000. She says there's a clear case of fraud.
And I feel that there were a lot of people that seem to be looking the other way as far as Premier FX's conduct is concerned. And that is a question that should be investigated by the City of London Police. And it should be investigated, of course, by the FCA, but it's difficult because they're effectively also investigating themselves as to how they allowed this to happen.
One after another, the various investigators the victims thought would help said they couldn't help. In Surrey, where the company was based, police said it would be too difficult and costly to launch an investigation. 2 months ago, the police inspectorate said fraud victims were not receiving the level of service they deserve. For some forces, fraud does not bang, bleed or shout.
Everyone likes to cite data protection, or it's nothing to do with them, or it's outside their remit, outside their responsibility, and it is disgraceful and appalling. But what we have to have is a national economic crime police force of dedicated people who are expert at finding money, at finding fraudsters.
The company was regulated by the UK's Financial Conduct Authority, but only to transfer customers' money. Many expats were persuaded to deposit money with the firm, but it wasn't authorised to hold their cash. Premier's founder, Peter Rextrew, was the sole director when he died suddenly in Lisbon last year. His son Charlie and daughter Katie took over as directors, but soon closed the firm. Katie told Sky News she had no idea what happened to the missing money. 2 years ago, Premier FX was fined here in Portugal for operating unregulated. The UK's Financial Conduct Authority was told about that, but it took no action. The FCA went on to renew Premier's licence months before it collapsed. Retired Major Bill Bullock lost more than £250,000. He blames the FCA.
It amazes me that as late as, I think it was May 2018, they re-regulated Premier FX without looking into exactly what was going on in the company.
The FCA's chief executive told MPs he believed the company had been acting illegally.
The principal involved in this activity is said to be dead. I think it is incumbent upon his relatives, his business partners, to tell us where the money is.
In Portugal, Peter Rextrew's home stood empty and neglected as liquidators searched for his company's assets. Martin Brunt, Sky News, on the Algarve coast.